Welcome back to Main Street Living. During COVID-19 across the nation, we are all racing to get back to work and of course, business as usual. However, NASCAR and its employees cannot wait for the rubber to meet the road once again. So I'm pleased to welcome to the show Kevin Camper, Chief Sales Officer of the Speedway Motorsports. How you doing today, Kevin?
I'm doing great, Quincy. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, thanks for being on the show, man. Let's get right into it. How is NASCAR managing the pandemic just overall?
Well, it's I don't think there's any textbook or we had any continuing or greater education on it. I think we're taking it one day at a time. Our
Okay.
company our company has 8 Speedway Motorsports across the country. So we are we're all uniquely different. My offices actually are in Las Vegas, so Las Vegas is in a much different place than say our track in Bristol, Tennessee. But we're doing things to really try to lean in and be good neighbors. We set up our facilities as blood drive locations for the Red Cross. We've actually got a testing facility at Charlotte Motor Speedway that you can actually through our local hospital partner get tested for COVID-19 in a drive-up fashion that we've just donated our facilities to allow the space for people to utilize. Since we don't have events going on right now, we've got lots of acreage at our speedways, and we want to lean in and really be good citizens, and we want to make sure we keep everybody healthy and safe as we move forward. So.
Absolutely. And you mentioned about the eight speedways across the nation. I know Vegas is one of them. What are some of the other ones around the nation?
So our home office is Charlotte Motor Speedway. We actually own and operate Atlanta Motor Speedway, Bristol Motor Speedway, New Hampshire Motor Speedway just outside of Boston, Kentucky Speedway outside of Cincinnati, Dallas Fort Worth. We have the Texas Motor Speedway there, and then we have Sonoma Raceway out in the northern California wine country area.
That's interesting. And I'm smiling because, I'm not that familiar with NASCAR, but a few months ago, my daughter and I, we were just buying some video games and we came across this one, NASCAR 2014. Okay. So knowing not much about NASCAR, I just love to, play racing games, right? So we were playing and we came across a few of those tracks, the Bristol track. And I live here in Virginia where there's a lot, I think it's the Richmond Motor Speedway that's here as well. And we were just like, it is tough. It is not an easy thing to do. So kudos to these drivers. I'm just thinking it's just about driving. No, it's more than that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When you get 30 or 40 drivers out there at one time and they're having to look at their gauges, they're having to look in their mirror because they've got cars side to side or in front of them. It's definitely very, very challenging. And they're the premier athletes of no different than any other sport. They're the best of the best, and it's definite. And they actually have a crew chief talking in their ear as well while they're out there driving. So it makes it super challenging. But I'm glad you got a chance to play the video game. That's one of the things that we've seen in the last month. Give a little diversion, not having live sports. So it's been neat to see the iRacing platform with eNASCAR come online in the last month. There's also a really neat video game called NASCAR Heat that's out. It's a great, that's a little easier for us to play than the iRacing piece, but both great platforms and very entertaining. My 17-year-old at home enjoys the NASCAR Heat game a lot. So that's fun stuff.
Yeah. And it's real interesting as well as virtual. The virtual world, because as we've seen in pro sports, the NFL successfully had the draft day done virtually. And I know that NASCAR is doing a couple of things like transition into the virtual world for the time being. So I think that that's pretty cool that you guys are able to transition. I see that you have football helmets back there in the football. Like, who's your team, man?
Oh, I'm a Redskins fan. I grew up in Southwestern Virginia, and unfortunately, I've not had a lot to cheer for in the past several years. And then I married a Texas girl, and my kids were born in Texas, so they're Cowboy fans. And now I got a new team living here in Las Vegas. We've got the Raiders coming online this fall.
That's right.
I'm excited to see that happen. It'll be great to have live NFL football here in the city of Las Vegas and in our state.
For more information, your information has been displayed across the screen, but we certainly do appreciate you guys. And thank you so much, Kevin. Okay.
Yeah. Please stay safe. Thank you.